Nobody's out there. No, nobody trying to get up there and off some offense, but then just drops back to join the tripod there, kind of be the anchor. Oh, beautiful block by number 6, Kilvie Mame. Just throws the hip there into it's a trap.
And that was a really good job.
Really good.
And it forced the call off because we had our jammer coming through, Pervesa, almost ready to pick up some points.
Yep.
So great job there forcing that call off for Race City. All right, now we were talking about penalty trouble. Only Stretch Armstrong kind of still sitting at 5, so he was able to keep that under control for that first half. Let's see how we do in the second half. Again, if you're just joining us, 56-74 in favor of Disorder.
Yes. Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see how the coaches run that second half if they, choose to kind of use him sparingly. But again, there's so much effective blocking that you kind of don't want to break up those blockers who are just so in tune with each other that you don't want to break up that power of certain lines in your team. And we have a star pass to Doc Flatliner before Doc can put on the fancy star hat. The jam is called off by Disorder.
HL headed to the penalty box, so Disorder skating one down. And just we're talking about penalties there, Pinky. Just so everybody knows, if you're doing like maths, it is 10 penalties on the board for Disorder, while Race City Rebels sits at 26.
Wow!
So that's a really big marker for momentums.
I have to say, it looks like there's only 2 skaters out there. Or 3 skaters total for Race City who do not have any penalties. I will not say their names. I will not
jinx them.
Exactly. I will not manifest penalties for them. But, that's kind of rough when you have a team of 14 skaters, 15 skaters, and you only have 3 that have not spent any time in that penalty box.
And also apologies to everybody out there. I asked you to leave me comments and give out shout outs, and there are no comment abilities on the YouTube, so my apologies. I was not aware.
Sorry about that, friends. I mean, you can message us directly if you would like.
I almost said my phone number. I was like, oh gosh, no, do not jump into that trap.
You know me, you can send me messages, but I am not volunteering. So this was we're in an official review. Breadpool's going to come over and give us some information, just basically tell us what is the request, and then we will find the final determination. Now, this is being called by Race City, so Tiny and Mighty out there, very official with that clipboard in hand. Okay, so this is a request from Race City to be assessed to the disordered jammer. They felt that they saw the jammer blocking skater number 123 Diamond while Diamond was actually on the ground. So the referees, our officials are dazzling out there. They're in their huddle discussing to see who had eyes on that, if it can be determined without a doubt that was witnessed, and if this call will be issued.
Plot thickens. Shout out to 888, elevating derby safety standards with cutting-edge technology. Think 888. I like how they have more derby-specific gear than any other brand.
Yep.
888 has you covered.
I love 888. As somebody who has tiny hands and very sweaty hands, they give me the most breathability, and I have only had to replace them like every 3 years because it's just, because they just stink so much.
They harness all your chi.
They really do. Okay, so there was not enough information to issue that penalty, so there was reasonable doubt Reasonable doubt. So therefore, no call made, and the official review is not retained.
Thank you again, the bread pool.
Yes, thank you, bread pool.
Delivering the goods.
Oh, big sigh. Penalty being issued to Floppy Joe. Jammer penalty again for Race City. So we've got Dave out there working against Grimace and Elsie Hammer, and I believe Wham Bam out there. No, I'm sorry. Kid and Doc Flatliner. Wham Bam is giving some coaching from the bench, helping out. But again, while we have seen so many jammer penalties, Race City has done a great job with their blockers, really killing time on that clock to free their jammer and hold back disorder. Dave at that front has to get through Kid. I am just impressed with Kid. I feel like Kid just gets better every time I see Kid play, and I've seen Kid play a lot.
I was going to say the same. Always leveling up every single time we see him on the track, and a fun one to watch too.
Yeah.
Defensively, definitely one to watch for Race City.
Yeah, I mean, we're early on, but I'm already starting to formulate potentials for our overall MVBs, and Kid is in there already.
Definitely front runner. You're seeing here on the screen 30 seconds counting down. That just means we have somebody in the penalty box for Race City, and both jammers duking it out right now, trying to pull up some points. A little star stash situation for Dave.
I mean, Race City blocker, a little less time to serve on that penalty. We're going to see Race City's, I think that's Elsie Hammer. So this is actually Elsie Hammer's, I think, first penalty so far in this contest.
That was a huge hit, Floppy Joe to Dave. That was rough. But I like the sports personship there, slapping the sweaty hands and saying, "Are you okay?" So that's good. They're okay.
So both able to pick up points on that pass. That was an 8-4 jam in favor of Race City. Score still in favor of Disorder, 82-64. I mean, we really are 10 minutes in this first half, or second half, sorry.
It's a competitive score right now.
It really is. It's a very competitive score.
And they can do that. They can work with that.
I've seen second halves where the team that was in the deficit comes out and outscores in the second half and wins it in the end. So who knows? Oh, no, Kevinator being called. I think that's Adam Splitter's giving us the signal for the cut track. So this is going to be a power jam. Now we do have... So
True Blocka is trying to pick up that star, but unfortunately there was a penalty on that. He's now receiving the out of play, so he's not jammer of record right now.
Yeah. So has to give the star back to Razor. Razor puts the star back on. We have no lead, so this is going to go to the expiration of the jam clock. And all of that. Wow, did you just see?
Oh my God.
Was that Eshell just went airborne?
Yeah, courtesy of Shaggy.
Yeah. I mean, that was a free flight here in Salem.
Yeah, Eshell, great recovery, though, because that looked really troublesome on that inside lane there. Razor trying to play it safe, recycling to the infield, coming back in very meticulously. Oh, nice defensive work there by Kevinator. Mm-hmm. Kevinator kind of approaching the pack right as the same time as Razor and is like, I jam, I block, I'm going to block you. So be aware. Oh, Kevinator getting hit to the infield by True Blocka. I mean, True Blocka serving a penalty for that. So forearm. Yep. And now we've got kind of a bit of a foot race between our two jammers. Kevinator and Razor out at the same time. Kevinator tries to put a block on True Blocka, goes down, but sits and watches the clock and realizes that, this jam is going to expire. No reason to chase Razor down. I really like the work there by Nitovka. Mm-hmm. Great work on Disorder side. Both of these teams doing tit for tat, if you will, especially not only penalty-wise, but just trying to take track space.
Yep.
Because, like you said, just 10 minutes in, they're trying to, figure out who's going to hold the dominant line.
Right.
And Race City knows that they are closing in on Disorder.
Yeah,
And Disorder,
I mean,
what you mentioned the bench being shorter.
Yeah, and
So-
look, and we have a 10-point game at this point.
Yes, we do.
So, Disorder in the lead at 82, but 72 Race City. So this is close. I mean, again, Race City's just got to keep those jammers on the track.
And avoid the jammer penalties,
Yep.
please.
Yes, please.
Bicho is your
Bicho.
jammer.
Bicho.
For Disorder, picks up the lead jammer position. It's a trap still stuck in the Triforce of Disorder. As it's starting to enter in the second straightaway.
It really is. Look, I mean, again, look at that. That was amazing work there. It was, one Disorder blocker kind of funneled It's a Trap to the outside, and then the second Disorder blocker came in and made that final hit. That hammer and nail pushed It's a Trap off the track. And I do believe that work by Disorder forced a star pass. So Triblaka has star in hand, has to get that hat on, but is being recycled back into the apex between turns 1 and 2. Your lead jammer, though, Bicho, second scoring pass.
Oh, you have to make a note of amazing work here by Disorder in the second straightaway. I believe at like a 16:30 mark. That was just amazing. And they did a really nice waterfall technique defensively, and really just took out the Race City wall. So I think that was, and then look, now they're really trying to pick up that differential and it spread that a little bit more thin.
And that's perfect. That was a 10-point jam, held Race City to 0. So now we're at a 20-point lead. We do have one blocker in the penalty box. That is the pivot for Disorder. And is that number 17? Nobody. There's nobody in the penalty box.
But nobody did. That's the
nobody
marker.
did anything.
That's the marker you want to watch if you want to do a replay.
Yep.
Nobody did such an amazing job just killing it in that second straightaway in the last jam.
Yeah. And I feel like most of you are going to have to go back and watch the recording of this because it seems like, we might be having some technical difficulties. This is a vast cavernous space. There's probably dead spots of internet and people using up the Wi-Fi here.
Right.
But we've got Blint with lead. Blint hoping to gain back some of those points that were lost, in that last 0 jam.
Here's some penalty trouble coming in now for Disorder. Nobody headed back to the penalty box now for a cut track. And we mentioned that it was like 23 penalties to 10 on Disorder. Disorder now trickling up to 16 penalties. Race City Rebels have extended themselves to 32 penalties. So they're really winning that score there. I don't know what to say about that. The jam comes to a close. If you're just joining us, Disorder skating in white, Race City Rebels in the black and green. Score 76 for Race City, 95 for the Disorder, and we're 14 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in this contest. I'm Cakes, and I'm joined with Pinky, and we're happy to have you.
We're happy to have you. We are happy to be here. Cakes, you were pre the dark times one of the heads of the Announcers Roller Derby Association when there was that lovely group there.
Yeah, and then prior to that was the AFTDA.
Nice, very nice, very nice.
I think everything has dissolved.
Yeah, I think it has too.
Yeah, they won't answer my messages anymore.
Rude.
I know.
So
I'll
rude.
keep continuing.
Yes. Or you could, join the dark side and be on my MRDA announcer committee.
Oh,
just saying,
Consider this application approved.
Yeah, hi.
I'm in.
I'm kind of the head of that thing.
You saw it here first. I was recruited. It was allowed.
Recruited.
Well, thank you very much. It's my pleasure and honor to do so.
I love it. We've got such a great crew of announcers here. We've got some stalwarts who have been in the sport for quite some time. We've got some folks that have announced before, but not on a
championship level.
Exactly, on a championship level. We have some people that are just pretty brand new to announcing in general. So I'm excited that we get to bring new folks into the fold. Again, it's been, shall we say, a little bit of a challenge post-COVID. A lot of people, as far as volunteer-wise and skaters, realized that, they got some time back in their life during those shutdowns, and didn't rejoin the sport. So we've, but then some people took time off and realized that, hey, I really love this and I want to come back to it. So we're seeing some old faces come back in.
Yeah.
We've got new faces. I'm always looking to expand the announcer pool because as much as I love it, I can't be everywhere.
We can try our very
try.
best. But yes, if anybody wants to join, reach out to Pinky.
Yes,
reach out
please.
to me. I'll help you get to Pinky and join the crew. Everybody, it's really fun. And don't be afraid to try it. It's a wonderful way to get back into the sport.
Exactly. And, hey, if you're thinking about your retirement as a skater and you still want to be involved,
Talk derby with us.
Talk derby with us. Like, it's a good time. It's fun. We get to impart our knowledge and be silly. I'm real good at being silly.
Silly gooses. Any day. Pinky, we are back. Oh, show some silly. There you go. That is great. We will pause from this conversation and get back to the track. Dave, now your jammer of record after a whole minute of being slowed down by the Race City Rebels defense. A star pass is now initiated to Kid. Kid is putting on the star cap, and good work there by Dave, shutting it down before Kid can play. If you know that reference, thank you. You're welcome.
I'm going to do the dance. I'm pretending that I'm any good at dancing.
Everybody's good at dancing. You just move around. Just wiggle.
Yeah,
Leroy making me sound super smart. Some awesome stats here. Dave now at 25 points compared to Floppy's 32. Those
wow.
are high. Oh, Bichu has 34 points.
Wow. Nice.
So that tells a little bit of the story.
Yep. So you just said Floppy has 32 points?
Yes, ma'am.
32 is now what the differential is between Disorder and Race City. Doc Flatliner with the lovely star. Can Doc Liner, Flatliner, even up those points? Maybe get a little closer. Doc Flatliner is your lead jammer, while Bicho just being pinched to that outside. Ooh, big hit by Trublaka, but a little bit of a ricochet from Bicho gets out of the pack while Trublaka being sent to the penalty box.
And that was the first time we've seen Flatliner jam in this game, and it was just the prescription that they needed.
Yeah, I feel like Doc Flatliner, we've seen him take the star and the jam get called off as soon as he gets the star on.
Yeah.
So
No fear. Nobody in penalty trouble except, as we mentioned before, Stretch Armstrong. So doing a great job of honing that down and being aware of that for the Race City Rebels bench.
yeah, I think that Race City's been conserving Stretch and not really putting Armstrong out there, which smart to do that. Oh, and this is again another one of these really locked down tight packs. Beautiful hit by it did its job, but it served a penalty there on Kuster.
First penalty for Kuster.
Yeah. Razor and Kevinator out there. Oh, Kevinator just slides off of Grimace, but gets called. I think that was on a low block.
I believe you are right. And that's unfortunate because Disorder really doing a great job maintaining their lead and maintaining their distance from Race City Rebels. And Razor now picking up the blade for the lead jammer position. Power jam situation.
Power jam. I've learned that if I can make the air horn noise if I started out as a meow.
I'm going to take that note, put it in my diary. That's amazing.
I mean, Pinky can make everything back to cats.
I can't wait for Catter Day to see all your cat puns. You stay tuned. The box is now empty.
Yes.
So this is going to be a full plethora of skaters on the track. They're starting to skate into turn number 1 there, Pinky, and now Kevinator eligible to score.
But Razor having the advantage of actually having coaches on the bench who had eyes on the track and where Kevinator was positioned, sees it, has Razor call it off, picks up 7 points, holds Disorder and Kevinator to 0. So, again, we're closing the gap here, 98 to 85. Just under 10 minutes left. It's still possible. Still very possible.
You made a really good point there about using the advantage of having bench coaches. And I wonder now, too, how much of a difference the score would be if Disorder had those turn coaches and someone to do the eyes for them, because that would be very beneficial for their
Yep.
for their play.
Yep. Yeah, I think, and that's also, you kind of have to, you don't have necessarily one voice to focus on if
Right.
you're playing. If you're utilizing your players on the bench, you're constantly rotating, so you have to change the direction of where you're listening, so to speak, to find who is now going to give you those cues if you're not able to see them. So, yeah, I as somebody who clearly has ADHD undiagnosed, and, I sometimes have a hard time going, oh, who am I listening to? Where am I going? I need one dedicated voice. So it looks like we're getting an official timeout. Here in the arena, the scoreboard has turned into the penalty board. So it looks like they're going to be doing some official
Assessments.
changes to the technical difficulty. So I do understand that we may have gotten a new link and that we are back up and running. I hope all of you are now able to join in and have some continuity of Derby and you can hear our voices clearly. I got a text from my partner who is listening, and he said it sounded like we had a really weird edit, like somebody was editing us. Neither one of us were getting through full sentences.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
That keeps us entertaining. That's great. If you're wondering a little bit more, if you're just able to hear audio, Race City Rebels are sitting at 85 points, Disorder at 98. Race City Rebels have 2 more timeouts available to them with no official review. Disorder has 1 timeout available to them with 1 official review available. We have 9 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in this game.
And we're starting out this gem almost conjoined twins. Bicho attached to It's a Trap. It's a Trap threw a little shoulder there off the line, which was enough to get some separation and hit the wall of Disorder first.
Race City skating 1 blocker down, but Kid will be back engaged momentarily. I believe this Kid, I can't see that far.
And I feel like Kid hasn't had a lot of penalties. We've seen Kid out there really being the track leader for Race City, and just is so honed in. Oh, and look at that, Bicho kind of sneaking up behind Rowdy. Rowdy wasn't really aware, was kind of working on playing some offense help there, and Bicho snuck around into that lead jammer position.
Nice hit there by Party Boy, giving a check courtesy to Shaggy.
Yep.
There was an interesting jam. I feel like after a timeout of any kind, it's always more difficult to get back into the mindset of competition.
Yeah.
But I feel like both of them were duking it out and doing a great job.
Yep. And we are at the point where my good friend Johnny Pepper, who's here doing the in-house announcing, would say, we have filled 100 points. We have filled the first bucket, 100 to 85. Always different new ways to say we've hit that century mark. Oh, we got to keep it new and fresh. Century mark is old and dated.
It's past this century. It's so last century.
It's so last century.
Ew.
Oh my God.
Ew.
Yeah.
Lead jammer points for the second half. Race City 77 to 75 to Disorder. Interesting.
Yes. Oh, and this little conclave of Disorder is just so good. They're so low and dug in, but are still in that forward momentum, but just millimeters at a time, and preventing Floppy Joe from gaining any space. Or Floppy Joe's one of those skaters who likes to move fast, and if you slow Floppy Joe down, he's trapped. He's stuck in tar right now.
He gets a little floppy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Nobody doing a nice straight away. Doc doing the same for Race City.
I really like Ritter and Mayfair here in this wall. Feel like these are 2 newer skaters to Disorder. Like I said, I've get to see them play a good bit, and these are new names for me. So exciting.
They're all new names for me, and I'm so excited to say their names because I love the Latino Americanx group that they have here and that they pull together amazing athletes from Mexico, and just wonderful to see them here at the championship level. We are going to lose Pervesa to the penalty box for Disorder.
So this is their third postseason. They went to the Western Hemisphere Cup in 2023, which we call Fake Champs. They were at Champs last year in Newcastle, hosted by Tyne and Fear, and now they're here this year. So this is their third year postseason.
Third time's a charm.
Absolutely. Take everybody by storm.
The story now for the second half, I believe a little bit more penalty trouble on Disorder. Again, still more conservative than Race City, sitting at 37 penalties total compared to the 19 with Disorder. And only 2 in the Race City Rebels team showcasing 5 full penalties. So they're in a penalty trouble. You know them as Grimace as well as Stretch Armstrong.
Grimace, one of our MRDA board members, being naughty out there getting those penalties.
How dare they?
How dare you, Grimace. But hey, we're glad that Grimace made it here. Saw notes on social media that was predicting possible travel delays, all those things happening in Chicago and the Portland area that potentially were going to cause some difficulties for us.
The ruckus is actually just here on the track because this is the most violence you will see here in the United States in Portland now. Is
exactly.
The Disorder versus Race City Rebels. Great job overall. Both of them duking out some points apiece. Their star pass on Disorder side. Race City Rebels doing a great job there. Still closing that gap yet again.
Yeah, again, and that was an 8-4 jam. Disorder at 104, Race City at 95. We have a 9-point difference in that. So Race City puts up another jam like that, that and +1 hold Disorder to 0, and we have a tie game. And we have 4.5 minutes left in this this game. So
it's entirely possible.
Could we have our first upset already?
Well, again, we know that Disorder's ranked 9th.
Yep.
Are seeded 9th in this, and then Race City's seeded 8th.
Yes.
So this would be an upset if Disorder did take it.
Yes.
And I kind of want to see an upset. I love Race City. But
I
I
do.
always like the chaos. I can't help that.
I mean, teams Western.
I want to go to that. Look,
Here are
okay.
Appreciate and
Yes.
these two has more of a bench to pull from, but they're of equal skating abilities. And look at that nice move there by Razor. Did get taken off the track, but noticed that the furthest most blockers were all being blocked, so could come back on the track without suffering any type of penalty there. And I think I'm gonna get my my wish here, my prediction. We've got 8 points on the board. Though the Disorder blockers are locked in, they might be doing the math as well. Unfortunately, they might not be doing the math because the scoreboard just went out again. The penalties are there. And I also see that penalty red lit up. That is Stretch Armstrong has reached that 7th penalty. So at the end of this penalty, we're going to see Armstrong exit this game.
Another thing you're about to see here too is that Disorder is showing a lot of fatigue now.
Yeah.
They are they're doing their best, but Bicho right there in the last jam took off the start, was going to stash it a little bit, but just exhausted completely. The tank is almost empty, but doing a great job still. Like, they are still very physical, very in this game, very intentional with their movements, still hive mind. However, again, having that shorter bench is starting to come into the play and is a huge factor now at the end of this game.
Right, and you can see that because that jam was exactly what I kind of alluded to. 12 points earned by Razor. the Ray City blocker is able to contain and take advantage of, Bicho maybe feeling a little bit of fatigue there, held them to 0. We now have a lead change.
So now if you ever want to know how to be a master manifester, just talk to Pinky, because clearly this is what you speak it into the universe, and this is what happens. We have Ray City Rebels now on top. I think this is the 3rd lead change total in this game.
Total. Like this, and those lead changes, those first lead changes were like in the first 3 jams.
100%. So now you have, it only took, 40 more minutes, and now we have the next one.
Yeah.
So this is going to boil down to, can Disorder, do they have enough in the tank? Can they, be physically and also athletically intelligent in what they do? And I think they have the capability.
Oh, I think they do too.
Amazing at what they do. So this is going to be so fun to watch in these next few games. Who's on that jam lane there, Pinky?
That is Kevinator wearing the star for Disorder, and I do believe we've got Floppy Joe. But Floppy Joe and Kevinator both suffering the drawback. Kids really pulling it all the way back, hitting to that jammer line. Oh, actually, you know what? It looks like maybe they changed some penalties there. There was an official timeout, and one penalty was rescinded from Armstrong. So still sitting at 6.
Right.
Can we take it to the end there? Can we see who's going to want to take bets that Armstrong makes it to the end?
Well, Kevinator picks up the lead jammer position for Disorder. Now let's see how they can pull this into play. Great job here by Nitovka. Yeah, they're bringing it back, and I say their name slowly. I want to be super respectful because I love them. I'm so excited that they're here.
Yes.
However, just amazing blocking work, and the recall is just great job here on Disorder's side.
I mean, we are at the point where Kevinator has earned a lead, is on a scoring pass, but has made very little forward progress. Anytime Kevinator kind of gets close to getting out of the pack, gets taken out of play, recycles back, and we have a star pass to Doc Flatliner. Kevinator realizing that has occurred, and Kevinator is lead, goes ahead, calls it off, was able to pick up 2 points. Okay, my heart's starting to beat a little bit there. Doc Flatliner, Kevin saw Doc Flatliner get out of the pack, calls it off, knowing that Kevin's picked up 2 points there. We now have a 1-point game, and we're going under 35 seconds now. Here,
I'm freaking out.
Yeah, and smart move, get a timeout there, stop the clock, get reset, and
breathe. And
again, why did they do this to my old ladiness at the first game of the tournament? I feel like every tournament that I announce, this happens in the first game.
They know that you didn't get enough caffeine, right? So now we got to get the adrenaline blowing.
Yes,
and this is what the end result is.
They do this to me in MRDA. They do this to me in Jerda. Like, come on. Can we have a conversation with the teams, an announcer conversation, and be like, listen, I want you to play your best. I want you to be full out competitive. But could you look over and make sure that I don't need a defibrillator here? Or could we get
Safety
a sponsor?
First, right?
Could we get one of those
heart health
yes,
sponsors?
those machine, I would say, Jam Burglar, text me. What's that company that you work for that does the defibrillators?
We need them at the announcers
We
table.
do.
Oh
we
my
do.
Gosh.
They need to be a Derby sponsor.
100%. The team timeout brought to you by Disorder. So that is their last team timeout. So they are going to be skating in this last jam with no timeouts, just an official review.
They do have an official review, so they could use an official review as a timeout.
Correct. However, it's null and void now because we are in the last period seconds.
Oh, and we've got Razor up against Bichu. Bichu being handled at the outside line there by Disorder.
Oh, no.
Gets knocked to the infield. Oh, no.
Bichu picks up a lead or a
penalty.
On,
no.
And he knew it too because you saw him.
And you can see also, I believe that's nobody in the penalty box also realizing and just can't watch. Razor standing, watching the clock, and taps those hips and calls off the jam. Wow.
Unreal.
What a game. This is unreal. It literally came down to the wire. Still a penalty heavy on both sides. Jammer penalties really were the story of the first half. that's how Disorder was able to get that significant lead. Must have been an amazing pep talk in the halftime from Coach Tiny and Mighty, a 5-foot assassin, and Kellican to really bring that in. We still saw some generalities, but it was even between the two teams. Come out as your victor with 1 point, 107 to 106.
Wow.
All right, is anyone's bracket broken already?
Well, there you have it. If you haven't submitted that, also make sure
Yes.
you submit that.
Yes.
And another point to just for story's sake. Now in the second half, Race City had 11 jams as lead.
Nice.
Versus Disorder's 7. So that's also big, huge
factor. Huge factor.
Unreal.
Wow.
Thank you. Wow. How are you feeling after first game?
I have no idea what to expect for the rest of this tournament. I came in my bracket, I did have Race City.
Right.
But Disorder made me think that I was going to be wrong. I thought, my bracket was going to be broken.
That's why you used all the manifestation.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
How dare you?
You know what? I need to talk to somebody in my family and see if we have any powers. If there's anybody else in my family who might have visions or predictions of things. But, I was hoping to be wrong and see Disorder win. But they're not done. We're going to see them play again today.
Right.
Race City is going to advance to the next game, and I believe that is the game against Roller Derby Toulouse.
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
That's going to be a good one. Most of us don't know a lot about Roller Derby Toulouse. They kind of, keep secrets there.
Secrets.
And even if we did, it's all in French, and we don't understand it. Oh, okay. But we're going to still talk because we like it.
Yeah.
No, we're on the stream.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think she's talking about the house.
Oh, the house.
So
yeah, no, we're still on the stream. So we have had a great time here at this first game. I'm so glad that I got to, that I chose to pick you for this first call with me.
Thank you, Powers That Be. That's such a pleasure doing this first game with you.
Great way to start out this tournament. We're going to head into the second game in just a little bit. Keep tuning in. Take this time. Visit the loo, the water closet, the toilet, the bathroom, the el baño, and fill your drinks because we have so much roller derby action ahead of us today. Thank you so much, Cakes, for joining me.
Thank you so much, Pinky, for having me.
And we will talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
And we are here.
We are
Welcome,
in
welcome.
Salem, Oregon.
It's a little bit of a cool, rainy day, but I'm enjoying it.
It feels very fall-like.
It
Feels like
does,
a
it
fall
does.
day. It's nice, you know. It's
Hi.
cold in the venue. It's cold in the venue.
It is a little chilly in here. Hi, everybody. I'm Rippy Longstocking,
I'm Malibu Zombie.
and we are here to bring you the second game of our championship tournament weekend.
Got Puget
So
Sound
excited.
Outcast Derby versus Roller Derby Nantes and Nantes?
It's Nantes.
Nantes. Okay.
Yes, it's Nantes.
My French is very bad. It's
That's
been a
all right.
while since high school.
Well, why don't you tell us who's skating for Puget Sound?
All right. So in white with Puget Sound Outcast Derby, we have number 15, Kieran, number 2, Vito Ramon, number 20, Drunken Giraffe, 24, Hater, 2468 D-Bots, 3, Brute Squad, 309, Fancy Pants, 369, Global Storming, 37, Get Laid, 66 is Rampage, 71 is Jimmy Rage, 82 is Carnage à Trois, so we got a little bit of French there.
Yeah.
85 is Rogar, 860 is Crusher, and coming in at number 9 is Fluffy.
Okay, let's see if I can get in the Roller Derby Nantes Atlantique roster in here before we start. Our officials are still getting ready. We have 005 Mermaid, 18 Charlie Kerr, 222 Bip Bip, 2307 Shot 9, right. That is the pronunciation I have. Okay. 273 Johnny McLutra, 33 Georgia, 449 Spooky, 5 Chaton, 5678 Pirouette, 66 Vlad Curie, 61 DGS, 72 Eden Pack Draft, 75 Tony Truon, 80 Joey, and 91 Cannibal Rider.
Your lead jammer is 369 Global Storming, calling that off, and we had a good one.
Video for pronouncing their names, which was extremely helpful. So thank you very much, friends, for
I will
that.
go back and look at that video. There are so many information coming out, which is amazing.
It is a lot of
Going
information.
A5 Rogar on the line for Puget Sound Outcasts. And Rogar is out with lead on that outside.
I was looking for the jammer for Nantes, and that Star Pass happened so fast, but that looks like
It's Georgia is 33. He is going to the box as the jammer.
yeah. So if you're watching here scoreboard, you probably can't read it from your camera angle, but that's where the penalty box is. So you can see Georgia over there in the penalty box.
We got Dylan trying to get D-Bots, getting a penalty, it looks like. I thought he was trying to get a track cut there. Into the pack, but we do have Natas doing him back. Got strong.
Not doing a great job on that defense. Sorry to interrupt you. That's just a very good penalty kill here to get their jammer out of that box.
Georgia is out now, number 33. Rogard is calling it off, though, with 4 points in the sky for that jam for Puget Sound Outcasts.
So yeah, after our first jam, some points on the board, but we're just under 28 minutes, so it didn't get a full 2 minutes in, but almost.
Almost. Oh, there we are. Wonder if maybe they weren't able to see it from there. All right, so it does look like the penalty box is going to be out of your line of sight right now. And
We got the camera. That's so nice.
Fancy on the track, jamming for Puget Sound. He is lead now.
Fancy Pants. Now that's Bip Bip wearing the star there for Nantes.
And Fancy is out with 4 and calls it quick. Bip Bip did try his best to get through.
So we're sitting at 8-0 with 27 minutes on the clock here. We are in the first half. This is game number 2.
All the way down here in Salem, Oregon. I
That's
didn't have to
right.
travel far, though. It was only like 3 hours from Olympia.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, well, how far are you traveling?
I traveled a long way. I'm from North Carolina. It is. And then it's pirouette. So Puget with a run there on the leads so far.
Let's go, Carnage!
A little bit of a bump there on your camera, but we talk about these two teams coming into the tournament. We have Nantes coming in at 7 and Puget Sound coming in at 10.
It's a pretty good team.
The most recent rankings there for
Teams I think have moved around lately, so it's been really good watching that. And we got Global Storming from Puget Sound 369 jamming.
Ooh,
And
nice.
we got a hand down and
That
just
was
barely.
So Bip Bip out. First lead jammer status there for Nantes.
There we go, and he just did that very nice pirouette around.
Very lovely.
Nice job, Bip Bip.
Nice balance.
We're global, looks like, and it was a stash again. We got some panty stashes, not too many passes.
Nantes with some points on the board there, putting 4 up. We're here.
Puget Sound at 0 for that jam, but it was a really hard battle for Puget there.
So having a little bit of a little pause there on your camera angle, it's a little rush. So hang out with us here.
We had a
some
replay.
things. Yeah, we did have a replay while that was being reset.
Rogar up against what? No,
That is pirouette.
pirouette. Mama.
Yeah, just everybody up there at that pivot line.
Holding everybody back. Looks like we've got some pretty good triangles going on
Yes.
here.
And there we go, 2 in a row there for Nantes. Pirouette is out now. It's Rogar out as well, keeping the pressure on.
Coming up right behind.
Oh,
to that
nice.
back. Oh, and a call off from Pirouette. Nice job for in the sky again.
So look at our score. It is tied.
It is
I'm so
a
happy.
tied scare. Yes, let's go.
I love it. Love it.
That first game was really close too. So
Oh yeah,
I mean,
if you missed the first game, you really need to go back and watch that because it was a very good game.
yeah, got fancy pants for Puget Sound, and he's out.
Bip Bip. I love Bip Bip's name, so just gonna say it.
Name. Yeah.
For Nantes, getting held up in that Puget Sound defense.
And Fancy's right back at the back of the pack, trying to make his way through, and a nice little spin, looking at his bench, and calling it off.
Yeah, and that
4
was
more.
a quick star pass there, right at the very end there.
That
I
was
did
a-
not catch who the pivot was there, but that is it's not looking at the track.
was a pivot for Knox. Shot Knox our pivot.
Oh, there
that
we go.
Last one. Number
Beautiful.
5. That was a really good
Shot
pass
9.
there.
Okay,
And they're
beautiful.
available.
Yeah, coming out, really keeping the pressure on. So, trying to get force the call off. That resets the whole.
Got a clear
There's a
box.
jam, yep.
And Carnage Artois up against 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's a pirouette, and he's out again with lead jammer. Carnage trying to just push his way through that front of that pack there.
So Carnage out of now on that's the initial.
Nice.
So it's going to go ahead and call that one off. Nantes does pick up a 4, I think we're seeing here. So we're back at a tie.
Yeah, they wanted to control that game, get those 4 points, and call it off. And look
looks like Global Storming 369 for Puget lined up there on the jammer. 2-4 Hater on the front is a pivot.
And that's Bip Bip. Gonna say it again. Bip Bip got the star.
And Global is out lead jam. Taking a whip off of Brute, but it looks like Bip Bip doing his work too.
Yes, just really throwing off the blocker there. But that will, Global Storming will go ahead and call that jam, but not before picking up another 4. So we're just 4, 4, 4, 4.
They are ticking away at these 4 and done jams. Both teams seem to really be working that process.
I want to point out 888 elevating Derby safety standards with cutting-edge technology. That is 888.
888's out there representing them. We got 309 Fancy Pants from Puget Sound, lead jammer right now.
That's Pirouette. Doing almost a pirouette to come back on the track.
There they
Does
are.
get out on the initial.
And Fancy
Whoa,
some jammer.
wow.
Wow, look at that jump. Oh, and calling it. That's not
We were talking about
good.
keeping the pressure on, right? Like
What
passing your
better
opponent.
way?
I mean, that is one way to take care of it. So we are ticking down. We're about 10 seconds before
Oh,
20
man.
minutes. Wow. A little more coffee.
It is early still, even though it is 1 o'clock. It's early.
I feel like it's early.
All right, 8-5 Rogar with Puget Sound looking on that inside.
And Bip Bip. Oh, everybody just glomming up there on turn 1, but it's on the inside. Oh, no.
Oh.
No, Bip Bip. I thought Bip Bip got lead, but no, that
I
was
thought
a
so too.
low block, it looked like. And I believe the illegal procedure is, but I think, was it 2?
Yes.
I'm looking at our producer,
Did we have
Pinky.
it?
Was it 2? Was it 2 penalties, did you see?
Bip, bip. I believe they might have been assessed 2
It
penalties.
was 2 penalties, yeah.
And Rogar is trying to
So, by the
make
way,
their way
thank
through.
you, Pinky, for helping us produce. Our wonderful producer, helping us out here, keeping our eyes on the track.
We got Rogar working their way through and out lead. Jammer status. It's right, but wasn't able to get that though before going to the box. 1 minute left.
Yeah, so this is a really good opportunity for Puget to just really extend the lead and get a little more solid in their differential here.
Trying to look for those points. Brute is the offense there and just
Oh.
calling it though. We're doing that.
Oh, thank.
And official review coming from Nantes' bench. Looks like.
So it does. We do have. All of our officials are amazing, but we do have an amazing alt ref who will let us know what is happening here if we don't get that information here on the scoreboard for you.
Absolutely. No, I do know we have a beer garden in the pavilion, so if you are on your way here and not watching just from home or on the other side of the world
There
right
it
now
is.
in France, hopefully watching.
Right? Might be a work day for you.
I mean, who isn't at work on a Friday watching some roller derby?
I mean, you got 2 screens. You can.
I may or may not have called out of work for this, but, they'll be okay, I promise. Oh, and they're giving the announcers candies, guys.
Nice.
Not an official
Thank you.
sponsor, but definitely.
Oh, wow. We have some special cough drops on the way as well.
Mm.
This is a great time for me to tell you about one of our sponsors. 2025 MRDA Championships is sponsored by 5Stride. 5 will be vending at MRDA Championships to be your go-to pit stop for skaters, officials, and fans. For all your skates and derby gear needs, check out 5Stride on the web. That's 5stride.com, and it's spelled out F-I-V-E stride.com, or in person at their location in Northeast PDX.
They are here as well, and they've got some pretty cool hoodies. I saw one that I'm like, it's
Oh, yeah.
pink, and I want it.
You're eyeing it? You're eyeing it?
I think there's a dog or a cat on it. I can't
Oh,
remember
nice.
right now, but
For
it's
those
cute.
of you who are not joining us in venue, we do have a cat.
That's right.
We have a cat in the venue.
There's a venue cat.
There
They
is.
want to capture him, and his name is Champs, or he's going to be named Champs.
Right.
And I might be trying to wrangle this cat as well.
I mean, the cat seems to be doing a good job catching, things.
It catches things here, but
And so,
I think the venue would like for the cat to go to a new home.
Oh, really?
Everybody wants that cat. I don't know
does the
what's more.
venue want the cat to go home, or are the people wanting the cat?
He did catch a mouse last night.
Right.
We witnessed it. If nothing else, as the resident cat lady, I would like to transmit her and
TNR, always. TNR is such a good program
Yes.
for anywhere you're at. But
I feel like he is at that age where he potentially could be socialized, but if he's left a little bit longer,
Not.
will take
Yeah.
and
Okay. Here we're gonna
we're
let our
gonna find out some
producer.
information.
Yeah, we're gonna let our producer find out here what's going on and let you know.
So it looks like the black jammer had received a low block
Mhm.
because the white blocker had forced that low block on the black jammer, and so that has been overturned. They are going to keep their official review. The
Nice.
jammer is going to be released from the box, I believe. They are sitting,
They're
but
still
they are
sitting.
saying that they
yeah.
are reversing that low block penalty.
and
for
they're-
that. Oh,
wait,
they're standing.
Standing.
Oh.
Okay, so we're releasing the jammer from the box. So
They're out.
let's give a little shout out to our officials who are with us here during this game. Rita Slayworth, Doof Warrior, Tombo number 5, woo, Fruit Bat, Heads Will Roll, Mimi First, Quick Grayson, Llama Croft, Mortal Kombat, McNinja Pika, Bon Appetit, Kira Duncan, Carmen Dragon, Yoshi
Carnage
Didn't,
of
Pete in the
Love.
Pool, Extra Crispy.
All right, and I do appreciate all of those folks being here today. Skating and non-skating officials, always just the only reason why we're making it through. And it looks like a no pass, no penalty for pirouette with knots. So Carnage
Yeah.
does still have a chance to get lead. Oh,
Wow.
wow, that was a jump.
Pirouette. Landed it. Landed
that
it.
jump.
Oh, from this angle, it's really hard to see.
Looks like a
Oh.
penalty. Risk guard?
What equipment being thrown around, but that's okay because it's off the
Sorry?
track, so it's not in anyone's
And it
skating
looks like
path.
Carnage Atois did hit pirouette out, so trying to get that maybe track cut or at least drawing that jammer back to help out get that reset with the defense. And both jammers fighting 2 blockers at least.
Oh, we got a couple of
Penalties.
penalties. Yeah, we're seeing some Puget head to the penalty box now. The lead has been assessed here for Carnage.
Carnage.
Bench is ahead and call it. Pirouette, I don't think was able to get any extras on that last little pass.
No, it doesn't look like Pirouette got any extra points, but it looks like Carnage was just trying to see what his box was looking like. We got skaters standing in the box, but as well, we've got the one that just
There's,
went in. Such a good
wow.
play.
From this angle, it just did not look like the skates were inbound, but they were.
I mean, there's lots of seats in this building, but I do think we've got the best one in the house.
Of course.
Then we got Global Storming with Puget Sound.
Against Bip Bip.
Bip Bip, and Bip Bip is lead jammer right now. Global Hatland. Bip Bip back in the pack. On scoring.
The Global Swarming is out now. They're on the initial. So Bip Bip's going to take a look at the bench, and the bench looks like saying, okay, now there's the call.
There's the call. It was getting a little too fast. I thought we
Yeah.
were about to start watching some users.
But I think they were just looking to maybe clear out a few folks from the box, but they still have a blocker in the box to start this next jam.
Does look like it, but I think the strategy worked out well getting
Yeah.
more of those skaters out, and that skater may have just box, but we'll see.
I think right at the very end there.
Now, if you
This
are
has time, but
in-house-
it's like, yeah, the time's on the penalty box. But I mean, sorry, the time is on the overlay.
It is very tiny. I believe.
Oh no, that was a penalty.
Got a false start or illegal procedure.
Illegal.
Excuse me. Illegal
Mhm.
procedure on the jammer for Puget Sound Fancy Pants. So we'll be sitting for 2.
So Pirouette is the jammer of record here for Nantes.
Another Puget blocker to the box right now, but Pirouette is out with lead.
And there are 2 Puget Sound folks in the box right now. So let's see what Pirouette can do here. Already through the pack for 4.
Got 4 points on the board. We got Fancy and Vito Ramon in the box, but Rampage and Kieran and Drunken Giraffe look like they're on the track right now doing their best.
But this is a shift in favor here for Nantes to really stretch out the lead that they had coming into this jam.
And nice little dodge there from
Oh.
the jammer and out of play. Looks like
Yep.
Nantes is really just extending that point score right now, doing their best.
I will look at our producer, but I think this might be the highest scoring jam so far.
Has this been the highest scoring jam? I believe this is the highest scoring, or will be one of the highest scoring jams of this game so far. The last one was 28, looks like. by
So
50
Fancy Pants
points.
did exit the penalty box, is on the track, but
20 points there
Wow.
for Nantes. Wow.
that is an 21.
Oh.
One little point there in the very last
Snuck right in there.
21 point run. That is amazing.
1 points. Wow. Now we do still have Nantes of the blocker in the box. That is there. We've got Rogar as our jammer up against Big Bit.
I gotta shift a little. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. If you are just joining us, I hope that you are joining us. Puget, of course, in white. Roller derby Nantes in black.
With the lead is Bit Bit,
Yep.
but Rogar right behind him. Oh, here comes that pressure again from
Yes.
both teams. Jammer on jammer. Holding that
Just
back.
really trying to run some interference here, trying to keep Rogar from getting into that pack, and so Bip Bip's going to just go ahead and call it.
Right as he
and
got
that's
that box
really-
cleared.
That was a great play, both
Oh, yeah.
just to play a little bit of defense there on the other jammer, but also just to kill a little bit of the clock.
Yeah, kill that clock time, keep your lead, and then and that away from your blockers, kind of giving them a break too. Blockers are doing a lot of work out here as well as
Yeah,
those
they really
jammers.
I wish that we could see them as clearly as we can, the jammers, because they're really doing some great work, and sometimes we can't see their jerseys from our vantage point.
No.
But yeah,
Looks like we've got an official timeout. Just looks like it's possibly just doing some track taping, getting some maintenance, but we do have some
know.
people to talk about.
that is one of the great unsung heroes, the track maintenance crew. Really,
They
really,
really
really
are.
unsung heroes here.
I, as a skater, love rope. I am a huge
Rope
proponent for rope. Like,
Uh-huh.
keep it down. That tactile sense is so nice to have. So I definitely am all for
Yes.
that track crew. Let's go track
I know
crew.
I know it's a little of a pain to get the tape on the rope, but I think it's a neat.
There are so many inventions nowadays. We can do it. We can put a man on the moon. We can put tape
We
on
can
top of
put-
rope.
put
Guys,
tape
let's go.
I feel like yes.
Now, Monarch is one of our sponsored folks here who are helping us out is Monarch Skates. They elevate your ride, crafted for speed, strength, durability, and value. Got some pretty cool ones here. Some of these kind of look like basketball shoes. I like that. Some
Yeah,
style.
they do look like the tennis shoes. High tops
Yeah.
on your wheels.
Now, I do play Fortnite, and one of these shoes looks like a Fortnite boot, and I'm like this close to thinking I need it. All right, looks like we have got our track taped down. Bip Bip got 37 points that last jam. Wow.
So far. Oh, so far total is 37 points.
Yeah, 21 on the last jam.
That's
Yeah.
okay. There we go. Carnage Trois skating for Puget. Oh, and Knott's got that lead
Wow.
again. Let's go. Bip. Yeah.
Oh. Carnage making the wide.
Getting that slide go. Wow. Calling it right as
Oh,
they
look.
hit that, but both teams got 1 point.
Yeah.
1 point each. Look at that.
So I also want to make sure to let everybody know what happens to the teams playing right now that you're watching. So the winner of this game will play in Game 5 against the Gatekeepers. And the non-winner, I don't really like the word loser, the non-winner,
The other team.
The other team
that didn't get as many points
right,
as the other team.
plays in Game 8 and plays the non-winner of the previous game.
And that would be Disorder.
Yes.
So it'll be Disorder versus somebody from this game. Somebody, one of our friends from this game.
Yes.
Oh, and there it goes. Global Kate staying in bounds there. Does not get
Oh,
clipped out.
no.
Oh, it's a track cut. It's
Ow.
Genesis as a track cut.
So that lead is still available if I'm
I believe.
looking for.
Oh,
Yep.
Pirouette is
Di-
lead.
Pirouette does not lead
No.
because they removed the helmet. I mean,
Oh.
cover. Sorry, not the
They-
helmet.
they
That
kept
would
the
be
helmet on.
not
They
the
kept the
helmet.
helmet on.
You would not want to remove, but the cover.
Of the helmet.
Yes. And so we
Oh.
will not have a lead. This will be our first 2-minute jam that
was
is
a
forced,
really
right?
good hit. That was a really good hit from Hader on Pirouette. Pirouette was taking that like a champ. I really enjoyed
I mean,
that hit.
I
It was-
think Pirouette may be made of elastic.
I
perhaps.
also believe Global is made of elastic as well, because that was just a Gumby move on both parts. These two jammers are very stringy.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
So, oh. Wow,
Lot of
you're
toast
right.
outs.
I mean, wow. I mean, the way these jammers are withstanding block after block and just
I'm holding my breath.
I
I'm
mean-
holding my breath here. I'm gonna have to around that blocker on
that was
the
just,
corner there.
I can't believe that global storming is standing. Oh my goodness.
And
Oh my
jumping.
goodness.
And
You know
jumping.
what? I'm having a lot of
They-
love and feelings for the jam refs right now.
Yes, because both are keeping up their jammers,
doing
and
it
Pirouette
like-
is answering those calls, those numbers right back as well.
Jumping
Nice
in,
job.
doing the moves. Amazing.
Wow.
That was a super fun jam to watch.
That was. I was holding my breath a couple of times. It was interesting. Let's see here. We got a replay going. Yup. Pirouette coming right up.
Wow. Boom.
Global just jumping that apex there. We got it 15
But it
to
was
12.
all in all, yeah, 15 to 12,
Wow.
as you just said. Really close on there. Woo.
Points answered. Highest scoring jam for Puget was that 15 points there by Global. Thank you, producer. And we've got Knots out as lean. It's a bit again. How many times?
Bip
Bip
Bip,
has
yeah,
gone
no.
lead?
Bip Bip has been, we've gotten lead several times here in this half.
And calling that jam
Yep.
off after getting hit out. Doesn't want to get recycled back, and I don't blame them. Both of these packs are
Yeah.
really hard to get through.
Yeah. Now, I can't believe this is the first half, and we're about right at 8.5 minutes here in
That's
our
crazy.
first half. It goes by so fast.
That is definitely.
We're sitting at 66:43, and we have a timeout.
This possibly looks like a team timeout.
Yes,
Not
and that
seeing
is
any hand signals
for
yet.
Puget, I think,
For Puget, great. Looks
is
like
what our scorekeeper is saying. So that gives me an opportunity to let me finish telling you about the next player. So we said the winner of this one will play St. Louis, the Gatekeepers. That's Friday tonight at 7 p.m. this time, local time.
local time, please. Puget or Pacific Standard Time.
Yes. Or Puget.
Puget.
Puget time. And then the non-winner plays in game 8. So that will be Disorder Saturday tomorrow at 1 p.m. local time.
Yes.
1 p.m. Puget time. No. Pacific time. Now, if you are here in the venue, you may see that the Puget Sound has apparently brought their own cheer team, but also as well, one of the skaters' wife has made a cheer book with tons of cheers inside for them.
It's so sweet.
This is what I love about Derby, is that you have the biggest fans and you didn't even know that they existed until you just show up with a cheer book
I know.
for your team.
It has the little cheers in it that they can say. So if you know,
it's definitely great, and I believe
There
they
they
are.
are.
Yes,
Yay.
our team. Then we've got several out there cheering for us. Those Puget folks, and as well, we've got folks cheering for Nantes as well. I know they've traveled a long way, but
Yes.
I'm cheering for them in my heart for sure.
Absolutely.
We've also got teams with merch, so make sure to check out those merch booths. I do know Puget does have some trading cards that they had at NAQ, so they've got some team trading cards available
Nice.
for purchase, helping out with the teams. Now we do have, let's see here, the yard. The yard, I believe, is where we're having our after party. Now,
So let me tell you about CVM Sports. Let me
Yes.
tell you about those folks. We're waiting on that whistle.
No.
I'm going to tell you anyway. Collectivium Sports is your go-to premium, fully customizable roller derby and team sports apparel. Their jerseys and gear combine top-tier performance with standout style, featuring advanced fabric, precision cuts, and technology like fast dry and UPF 50+ protection. That's Collective. CVM Sports.
All good. Now we got that lead jammer just right out the gate there. And finally on that second, we got Rogar pushing their way for Puget.
Oh!
Jammer on jammer action there. Just making sure to stay back in that pack. Wow.
Wow. Bip Bip. Showing that a jammer can play defense as well.
Jammer can be in the pack and do the things
And
that blockers do too.
Rogar actually headed to that is a forearm penalty on Rogar. Will be sitting in the penalty box. So Bip Bip with the lead and control of the track.
Oh, and stand in.
Those were the two of the same
track,
thing.
Yeah,
So,
track pack. He's
yeah.
got control of that. They've got control.
They've got control of the track because they're lead and a power jam. There we go.
Yeah.
There's the
Puget
actual
just
sentence I should have said.
doing what they can to just stop any bleed from happening while their jammer sits in the pack or in the box. Yeah, the back box. I got Rogar with the panty off coming up.
Oh, look at that. A Puget setting up that nice tripod there, just hanging on to Bip Bip.
Bip, bip,
Oh,
and just
wow.
spinning right through.
See,
there
you
on the
have to
outside.
use your announcer curves for good.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Using all of my powers for good.
Oh.
Jammer
so
on
Bip Bip
jammer.
is going to try to run some defensive maneuvers here in front of Rogar, and does. Wow. Okay, so this is a really great. Oh no, they're going to call Bip Bip for a penalty for
Bip
a
Bip got a
forearm.
Giving Rogar looks like 17 seconds or so to hopefully make some points here. Got 4 in the sky. Let's see what they can do. Got
That
2.
means that Bip Bip is going to start the next jam from the penalty box, and still seated, by the way, at this point. And so,
Yes. So at least 10 more
yeah.
seconds in the.
There
looks
is-
like 14 seconds in the box for Bip Bip. We do have Jimmy as well in the box sitting, and Cannibal Rider sitting or standing. Cannibal is standing. Bip Bip is sitting. Jimmy is sitting.
so Puget has elected to send out Carnage for this power start, and that's a good choice. Carnage has done some good work out there as jammer.
Carnage is doing a lot of work out there as jammer, and Carnage a trois. So I feel like it's just a good setup to put those against each other. Knows the language. There he goes. Lead jammer,
Nice.
Carnage a trois. And we've got the jammer Bip Bip out for Nantes. We'll see how they tackle that play. Just
nice little
backward
spin
skate.
move. Yeah. So Carnage is like going to go for it again. Now that is Bip Bip's initial.
Yeah, Bip Bip's initial coming up on the back there. We got Carnage in the pack, looking for something. Calling it off for 3 more points for Carnage. Getting it pumped up and ready to go. Just chucking away at that point difference there.
Yeah, so Puget trying to get a little momentum here. We're sitting at 5 minutes here in the first half. This is game number 2 of our championship weekend.
We have so much derby left.
I know, but it goes by so fast.
I know. I'll be at work on Monday, be like, what just happened? Oh, global storming, jamming.
Looks like both jammers got tapped into the infield there. Nice draw back there by number 80. Who is that, Joey? Nice draw back there to pull global storming all the way back past the jammer line, allowing Pirouette to pick up that lead. Now Pirouette's having to contend with that defense. Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh, no. Yep.
Track cut. Outcast.
Yep.
We had Crusher drawing that track cut back really far back on that. And then we do have Get Laid in the box for Puget. So no lead jammer this jam now.
It looked like Shanane was trying to prevent that recycle, but Pirouette just happened to come in front of that blocker, and that is what caused the cut track. Oh,
and high block.
and now we're going to have a little
do-si-do.
It's not quite a do-si-do. Well, yeah, I guess it will be for 10 seconds, won't it?
Yes,
yeah.
It'll be a little bit of a 10-second do-si-do there. Now we've got Pirouette back in the pack, hoping that his team is going to be able to play some offense. Outcast working really hard in that corner, and we've got Get Laid going back to the box.
Oh, Pirouette trying to make that run, and oh no.
Hayter.
I thought Hayter might have done a good job there, but actually picked up that penalty. And so that was almost a 30-second penalty. So I guess Pirouette had less time than I thought.
I believe so, yeah. It looks like maybe Pirouette had 10 seconds left on their penalty. This is the third 2-minute jam of this game.
Wow.
So they are pushing those clocks. Calling it 4 more on the board there for Global. And so we got a 3-4 game. Why don't you tell me about Beehive Station? That was cool.
Beehive Station? Go up a little bit. Sorry, we have a giant spreadsheet that we're reading things from.
I just love all the information.
Oh, one of Concussion's newest sponsors is Beehive Station. They're a food truck park located in South Salem and offer a variety of food options and a bar. Make sure you check them out the next time you need to grab some grub.
And it looks like Bip Bip again, lead jammer, just right out of the pack. But we got Fancy making their way, trying to push through as well. This is a tough pack. And Bip Bip is out again. 4 in the sky. I missed 5 in the sky. I know we talked about some of that earlier.
Oh, nice little star pass there. That's something that Puget hasn't fully taken the opportunity to use in this half. But quick star pass there. Puget unable to put any points on the board.
Looks like
That jam, I should say.
yeah, no points on the board for that jam. Yeah, looks like 5 points there for Nantes. Got about a minute and a half left. And I'm just getting word from my producer. This is the
Love
second
having a producer,
star
just
pass.
gotta tell ya.
Each team has had 1 star pass. So
Thank you.
we are looking at star passes. There is a bingo card, so if people are playing the bingo here in the pavilion, look for those points. The star passes are one of them.
Okay, Pirouette taking on Rogar, and it's Pirouette that's out first. Let's pick up that lead jammer. A minute left, so we're going to probably watch Pirouette trying to take some time off the clock here.
Pirouette.
Oh, or Pirouette
Wow.
could just do a little apex hop, too. That
on
could
top.
also
Get
happen.
those points. 4 points right there.
Because we now have a power jam.
We have a power jam full box for Puget Sound right now. 2 blockers on their jammer are in the box. We've got 2 blockers on the floor
Wow.
for Puget.
Oh, no. There is somebody standing. So we have 3 blockers and the jammer. So
D-Bots.
who is that? D-Bot is the wall. D-Bot.
D-Bots
You are it.
is the team. That's it. Right there. Albert is out. Great job. So we've got Rogar signaling to their team as well. Oh, it looks like an official review going on here for
Okay.
Outcast. I believe they are, or no.
Great. So now I can tell you properly about CVM Sports, who proudly outfit athletes with high-performance custom sports. CVM Sports specializes in roller derby gear designed for durability, comfort, and bold design. From personalized jerseys to cutting-edge materials, their apparel is built to look great, no matter how intense the action. Discover your team's next favorite kit at Collectivum Sports.
Awesome. I definitely am going to check them out. I've been reading about this Spritzer Tech, and the Spritzer Tech looks really interesting. Is the best option for IT service or business in the Portland area. They provide a top quality business support, web design, home IT support, event production, and more. Contact them today for a free consultation. They'll help you out with your IT stuff.
Love it. Got to give a shout out to all of our crew here that's helping with the stream and helping with the camera work. We have actual humans operating cameras here, so they're not just trying to auto do this. So I know there have been a couple of blips here on the stream, but I think that's probably the venue connection, not.
I would say so, because I mean,
crew.
it's a big metal building that we're in.
It's a
concrete
big
floor.
metal building with concrete.
Plus, it's roller derby, so there's never going to be a perfect stream. I feel like it's just how it goes.
But yeah, we the people are here getting us logged in, getting us on, bringing this to you so you can watch it.
You
For
can
free.
watch us talk
I
about
know.
roller
I
derby.
know.
I mean,
I don't know. You didn't come here to watch us talk about
I don't
roller
think
derby,
they did either.
but we appreciate you being here.
They just want to watch derby. They don't
That's
really care
right.
for us. No, this has
We're just
been
here to provide you the white noise, I guess. No, we're here to tell you why official reviews happen. We're here to tell you what the penalties are. Again, you can see on the overlay what the penalties are and what time what time is left on the penalty, rather.
Oh, we got somebody coming up with some information.
But it is very tiny, and so we're going to try to point that out to you as much as we can. And my colleague is leaning over to hear from the alt ref.
So it looks like they wanted to call on some repetitive back blocking because only one back block had been called, but it looks like they're not going to retain that official review, so they are going to lose that one for this half, but they don't.
Yes.
They get one for the next one, so it's fine.
I mean,
Just gotta use it or
you
lose
got
it.
to, yeah, like if you think you have a valid argument, hey, do it, because we are 21 seconds left.
I mean, it is your official review. You can do whatever
It
you
is.
want, valid or not. You can call an official
You know what?
review.
You're absolutely right. You can call an official review, even if it's not really valid, but
I've called an official review just as a timeout. So
I
you
mean,
can always
of
just
course,
ask the
you
refs
can
what
just
wheels
say-
they're wearing. You can ask where the cat is in the venue. You can official review to ask anything you want, but you're gonna lose it if it doesn't work.
But hey, like I said, 21 seconds.
21
Go ahead and
seconds
use
again.
it, you
Yeah.
know? And now I think we are getting morphed into another official review on Puget side. So we had 2 official reviews in a row. So this is
Yes.
great because now I can tell you about yet another sponsor, because we really appreciate folks being willing to sponsor us. The Deep Cover Helmet from 888 provides unmatched technology and fit options. Because this is a volunteer space, we really appreciate all of the sponsors. Oh, did you get the kitty?
Yes, I was. We're just talking about a cat being here and the sponsors, and then I also had a little visit from some
Little
kitties.
cats. From some cats.
Like a big old monster cat. I'm just saying, y'all, I'm a volunteer here. I'm just here to talk about Derby, talk about some people. Looks like we got Bond Skates, Trader Joe's, Radical Wheels, Sparkle Coven hair, Fairy Hair, which, by the way, I will be stopping by to get some sparkles in my hair. That sounds amazing.
It is, Sparkle Sunday is a thing that we're
That's
doing.
right. The announcers are hosting a Sparkle Sunday theme throughout the whole day.
So it seems to me like that would be an opportune time for you to
I'm going
go
to get some
one of those.
information.
So while I'm getting that information, we need to talk about some other things. Fritzy's Skate Shop is a sponsor here for us this weekend. That is Fritzy's with a Z, Y, Fritzzy apostrophe S.
So it looks like Puget was asking for their walk-on white 7-1 to be overturned, illegal contact. And that looks like that is, because I have my paper.
There's a lot of
7-1
paper.
is Jimmy Rage, and they had box for some illegal contact, wanting that gone. Wanted to use that official review because we got 21 seconds left. And we got Bip Bap? Bip Bip?
Bip Bip back. Bip Bip is back. And so Rogar's standing right now and gets released.
Lead jammer right there for Bip Bip. We had 2 blockers for Outcast, but now we've got 3 with Rogar being recycled back by Shantan. No, I'm sorry. That is my apology. Oh, Shatnang. 2307. And right back out for another 4 points.
I think that is that Crusher? Oh, they're trying to break up that Nantes tripod, but just, wow, not reform over and over again in front of the jammer. Meanwhile, Bip Bip gets a little tap into sort of the infield, right? And then comes around trying to come back on the back of the pack and will pick up a cut track.
Looks like Bip Bip is
Wow.
going to the box now. It is, I believe it's possible that they may have cut one too many of their own blockers, because I don't think I saw the Outcast skater who may have hit them out, but it's possible. They did just pick up a track cut, though, so we'll see Rogar working their way for the next 47 seconds and that's left in this half.
This half will run to the end of the jam clock.
We got a great stretch back there.
That's Shanning doing the little draw back there all the way back here to turn 3.
Spots. And you've got a panty pass. 2-7-1 Jimmy Rage from Rogar. Looking now to switch to that there for Puget.
Now, that was a really nice penalty kill there for Puget. Got the star pass there, but Pip Pip's already out.
Pip Pip's out. It's out, and we've got 6 seconds left.
Pip Pip's just like, I'm just going to roll around here and take a breath.
Save the energy. Let
And
push
there we
through.
go.
And that is our intermission. 103 to 59.
So Nantes really coming in with momentum here as we head into the half. Puget Sound just had a couple of jammer penalties that were unfortunately placed.
I think so too.
kind
I
of
think that
took the
Puget
wind
came
out of
out
the
a
sails.
little bit strong, and then coming out trying to handle those really strong jammers from Nantes, just keeping them back and controlled. I think we'll definitely see 2 different teams when we come back out.
I think there'll be some halftime conversation.
There'll be some talks in those locker rooms, I bet.
So everybody, please go get a refreshment, stretch your legs, but come right back because we'll be back here in a few minutes for a second half.
Yes, and it looks like in minutes, just about. And
Hello.
we're back. Look
Yes.
at that. Minute left. We've got in this halftime.
We were talking with our producer, Pinky. Thank you very much, Pinky, for producing for us over the halftime, just to like get a feel for the sort of stats, because, you know, I was saying I felt like, you know, the jammer penalties played a role, but in actuality, there aren't that many. There's only about 4 per team.
Yes, not too many
And I think they
penalties.
just got clustered together, so they sort of felt, and they were impactful. So when they happened, the other team was able to
They
capitalize.
definitely impact the team.
So yeah, not as many jammer penalties as I was, you know, just like feeling in my heart. That's
No.
maybe not how you keep data.
And I think we just saw just a couple of extra players out in those boxes that just kind of threw us off. But we are going to be coming back into this game with 103 for Nantes and 59 for Puget Sound Outcast Derby.
Yes.
Here we go. Period number
Everybody,
2.
I know
Second
everybody.
game.
So I do want to say that Pirouette, because of that really enormous jam, does have 61 points on the board there for Nantes. The highest scorers for Puget Sound are Global Storming and Fancy Pants. Global Storming has 26, Fancy Pants with 12.
Bip is killing it on the Nantes' roster as well, with a total of 42 on the team. And there we go. We've got a lead jammer on this next
Already.
And let's Bip Bip.
Speak of the devil, it's Bip Bip.
And Global is right out there too as well, just out for that, going to score, and never mind.
Yeah, keeping the pressure on. So not just picking up 3. It looks like
4?
I
3.
see 3 fingers.
I did see 3 as well from that ref. So
So we're sitting right in front of the score table in case you can't see that from your camera angle. And so our jammer referee clearly had 3 fingers up, but our
board says 4.
board says 4, and the scorekeeper says 4.
I guess we're going 4
No.
with Carnage de Trois jamming for Outcast against
Yes.
Pirouette. And Carnage de Trois is out with lead jammer status, hoping to come around that pack and get some points on the board there.
Yeah, Puget really looking for a momentum shift here. Not insurmountable here, this lead.
Helmet cover is off for Pirouette, looking for their pivot possibly with just a stash at this point.
Oh, my goodness. Now the pivot out there is 449. Is that spooky?
I believe so.
Yes,
449
it
is
is
spooky,
spooky, yep.
and that pass
They're
was clean.
Beautiful pass.
Yes.
It's very sneaky.
That is going to
Well
be
done.
their third jammer star pass of this game for Nantes. So they've had 2 of the last one. This is the first one for this half. So we'll see how that goes. It can be beneficial. 85 Rogar.
So yeah,
Bip, bip.
I was. I don't know if the folks on
Shift and calling that jam.
So yeah, that no pass, no earned pass, I should say, is the correct thing we should say. So
5,
just
6,
gonna go ahead and
7,
call that off.
8.
Reset.
Pirouette back on the track versus Fancy Pants 309. Fancy Pants. Got
All right. So
both.
yeah, there's that whistle. Oh,
Full jam.
wow. Now, Fancy Pants trying to run up that inside lane there. Nantes shutting it down, but there Fancy Pants is going to reset and just shake everybody off
Fancy
and get
Pants.
out.
Racing up that outside line, getting lead jammer. D-Bots jumping backwards, trying to get that, hopefully cut track, but looks like Pirouette was able to get out of that. Fancy calling it 4-0 on that jam. Checking away at that. Just
Yes.
chipping away.
We're looking at two jammers that we've seen repeatedly on that jammer line. Global Storming taking on Bip Bip.
Bip Bip and Global just doing a lot of hard work out there, but a lot of help with their blockers. Looks like both teams have full blockers out, so that's always interesting to see and fun to see that.
Oh, now Global Storming trying to do a little defense there on Bip Bip, and Bip Bip able to come back in. So we saw Bip Bip doing some defensive moves in the first half.
Yes. Yep.
Global Storming trying to pay the favor and does pick up lead jammer. Bip Bip, it's now in the pack, helmet cover in hand, looking for the pivot who is behind Bip Bip. So having to bridge. So have to shake off those blockers. Does get past the last one. I think that was Crusher. I think so.
It was Crusher, and looks like then Global is going to dash that panty to try, or that helmet cover. Excuse me. Been in Derby. I'm stashing that helmet cover just to get the confused that track.
Yeah, I do like the replay feature.
Oh, I
very much a
love it.
fan. Very much a fan.
There's so much going on. I missed scoreless jams, though. We are on that. That is interesting how they're holding those teams back.
We are under 20 minutes here. This is the second half. Our second out first, but Carnage just just got fire. Carnage is like, I am going pressure.
Yes, both some long legs there, and Carnage was definitely adding that pressure. I think both these teams came back from their halftime and were like, the fire is lit. Even though it's a point difference, that fight is hard right now.
There is a fairly large point differential, but it's not insurmountable. They could totally do that in this half. Of course, not going to try to keep that from happening.
Rogue are working their way through the pack, trying to use Brute Squad as a little bit of that offense shield there through that. But Pirouette is coming back around into the pack, scoring points.
Yeah, that's Bip Bip. Bip Bip. So yeah, that pack. Look how spread out it's getting. Rogar taking the cap off, looking for the pivot, but the pivot is up front, trying to hang on to Bip Bip.
Yeah, that pivot is in the pretty much the top of that block there, so really doing a lot of work. Wasn't able to get back, but now
is that
maybe.
Hater? Tell me if I'm reading that number right. Yes.
That is Hater, yeah. 2-4 Hater is your pivot. Rogar looking for that help. Pass is good.
Oh, so
actually.
I really like watching star passes because the sneakiness, the level of sneaky.
Well, right. I really thought Rogar had that pass at that first time, but actually it was around the back side, so that way Hater was able to grab that with a jump.
Oh, Hater was going to
hit.
do a little shoulder tap there, but
maybe I can't get out of the pack, but you're going to know about it. One blocker in the box for Puget right now. It looks like it's Brute Squad with 24 seconds, a directional.
I do have a special place in my heart for pivots because they have to.
Got to do it all.
They got to do the blocking and then I'm a jammer now.
Just a jammer. Fancy up.
Sometimes they're not happy about it.
Oh, nope. No, I've definitely been there where pivot's like, I'm not touching that.
I'm sorry. Were you trying to hand me something? No.
And we got, it looks like Pirouette right back out again with lead. They are definitely trying to keep Puget from getting any type of gain of momentum.
Fancy Pants really coming around fast, trying to keep the pressure on. I do think Pirouette was able to pick up 3.
Looks like Pirouette was able to pick up 3. Fancy just not fast enough to get through the pack to get anything, but that's okay. We do have a pivot in the box for Nantes.
Yeah, and a blocker in the box for Puget Sound.
Is standing, so both teams will be 3-3 for blockers. Nice roll back there from both teams. always think rollbacks are just
Here's-
so fancy.
Here's our favorite matchup.
Yes. I've got Bip Bip and Global. Storm.
And everybody's just going to lock down. They're like, okay. These two jammers, both teams are like, this jammer has been a threat to us, and so we
Yes.
will just lock them up both down.
And we had Global just stepping around those blockers.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
Not able to get lead, but is able to get out and is putting that pressure on Bip Bip
Oh.
with the speed.
Yep.
And looks like
2, actually, because we've got one in the box there, yeah.
1 point for Global and 2 points for Nantes on that jam. So just answering back there.
Yeah, that's a good move for Puget. Just keep the pressure on because Nantes is going to try to just like stall things out and pull things out, try to stretch out the time. And so Puget's got to keep the pressure.
Yeah, Puget's definitely going to want to just
Oh.
keep chucking.
And there's Carnage. It does have lead. Okay, it does exit the pack now. Okay.
Does do the thing. Carnage Etoile is lead jammer, is out of the box, but we do have Pirouette out of the box as well. Both now are going to be scoring some points, hopefully. We've got
Carnage,
in the pack.
2 to beat. They're keeping a hip on Carnage there at the front of the pack. Meanwhile, Outcast hanging on to Pirouette at the back, doing a great job of just isolating Pirouette.
Yes.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
Dylan,
Woo.
just D-Bots coming through, trying to get that last hit on Pirouette, but
Woo.
wasn't able to, and just those swings, those are really
Wow.
good ones.
So 4-7 run on there in favor of Outcast.
Yes, yes. 133 knots, Outcast at 82. And if I was able to do math really fast, I'd tell you what that difference is. But I can't. So it's a 51 point
Yeah,
difference.
there you go. You got it. That was great.
Here.
Doing fast math doesn't mean you just immediately have it.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to take a second. It's all right. That's still fast math.
And doing the people who do math are definitely our jam skaters or jam refs because they are tracking those hips. We've got Bip Bip right back at lead, but Rogar is out of the pack now. Beat those last blockers. And
Bip Bip's coming in.
Bip
and
Bip is
gonna
calling
go ahead and
it.
go. Yeah. I tell you, Bip Bip's been out every other jam here for. I'm gonna look at Pinky and see. Pinky doesn't have a headset, so she can't always hear us. But
And
has Bip Bip been doing every other jam?
So it's been a 2-jammer rotation this whole.
Okay.
yes, this whole time, 2 jam
Oh, for
rotation.
both teams. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize that for Puget. My apologies.
Puget's got, I think they've got 3 or 4 jammers in their rotation, but it looks like Bip Bip and Pirouette have been the Knots' jammers rotation, and they don't seem to be stopping.
Well,
so-
fancy pants. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And tumble
Yeah.
there.
So maybe a 3-jammer rotation there for Puget.
Yes, and looks like a panic
Oh.
fell off.
Oh
but
my goodness!
It's not on the head. It is lead though
No.
because it did fall off.
Okay.
Though I don't think it was taken
It wasn't.
off.
It wasn't taken off. It fell off.
It
Okay.
fell off.
There you go. There.
The
Thank
only-
you, officials,
Yes,
for
for paying
keeping
attention to
us
that.
straight
Yeah.
on this. Yeah, because if I had seen that jammer come out without the helmet cover, I would assume they were not lead, right? But that
I do.
jam
You
ref
took it
is.
off. You took it off. No,
But
and
then we're going to have a back block assessed, and now the lead is lost.
lead is lost now. I do believe that we got just the 1 penalty, so it's there. But looks like Get Laid, Kieran, Drunken Giraffe, and D-Bots are going to do their best to try and keep Pirouette from scoring any points while the jammer sits there, but it looks like even they've got 1 blocker in the box.
Yeah. And Puget Sound is really locked on to Pirouette, right? Like, since we started this second half,
And that big hit there from D-Bots, yes.
they just kind of go, when Pirouette's out there, surround Pirouette.
Yeah, it definitely feels very much so a different. We've got some directional blocking
yeah.
going on for Knots. They were trying to get laid out so that way Pirouette didn't have to go all the way back. Fancy is back on the track there for Puget with Kieran doing some offense. Beautiful.
So see Pirouette just trying to stall a little bit, gets back here. That looks like, was that
Yes, and we had Spooky as
Spooky? Yeah.
the pivot, and Fancy is just right outside that outside corner there. Getting kind of low.
So no earned pass there on one player, so we have 3 points there for Nantes.
I believe that was going to be a call off, but possibly the jam was ending. It was very close. I think I saw Fancy barely tap his hips there, and he did pick up 2 points on that last pass for Puget.
10 points there for Puget.
Time for Puget.
So they are knocking on the 100-point mark here. Nantes at 141. We're at 15:37 left on the clock here. This is our second half. We're at game number 2. Now we want to make sure that you understand that game number 3 is right after this. It will be Magic City taking on Dallas Derby Devils.
Dallas Derby Devils. And Magic City from Florida, D-Land, Florida, and Dallas is coming from the colony of Texas. And that's an interesting name. Like, we do have the Dalles here in Oregon, and that always gets me confused with Dallas. The Dallas? You mean
The
Dallas?
Dallas.
We got the Carnage à Trois skating for Puget Sound Outcasts is going to be our jammer against Pirouette again. Looks like we've got those jammers.
Pirouette. I mean,
Team timeout?
they have been running Pirouette, every other jam, and effective against. And so I get why they would do that. They do need an opportunity. Deep cover helmet. It provides and
Just got a neutral one. It's
Wow.
pretty. Like it. Nice. So protecting my noggin. One of probably the important those helmets out there. That's
volunteers. And everybody is just joyful and loves it. So
yes, everybody is always so nice, so friendly.
yeah.
Now we do have some skaters with Outcast who are looking a little bit penalty heavy. We've got 24 Hater with sitting at 5 and 37, which is Get Laid, also sitting at 5 penalties. Oh,
Pirouette almost through,
corner.
but put an elbow down inside.
And out with that lead jammer status. So Puget is going to do their best to get those points for them.
Pirouette with star in hand, looking out for
Through.
and just decided, no, I don't need the pivot.
It off. Wasn't able to pass through that, but did get 3 points, it looks like, on the board
Yes.
for that jam. Knots, though.
And we're seeing this regular rotation. Rogar out there for Puget and Pip Pip.
1 second, we've got a friendo.
Can I restart?
We're just going to restart things for a second. We'll be
Right now.
Of course, it's
I think we're But I'm hoping that we don't have to look at ourselves the whole time, because that will be.
I'm just looking at myself the whole time. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. And this derby is cute.
Let's put the
I
derby
know,
up.
yeah,
Let's put the derby up. Derby up. Let me just ask.
So, Carnage à Trois trying to get through the. And I don't think anybody is listening to me. Out. No. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what I thought.
There we go.
There we go. We're back to Derby.
I was like, I don't really want to look at myself the whole time. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
set up
We're
our
back.
Stuff.
We're back.
So there was some derby that happened. It looked
Okay,
like Pirouette
awesome.
did get through lead jammer status. Bip Bip is out now. I believe there was another jam, but now we got Carnage à Trois out for Puget jamming. There's derby.
It was hard to see because we couldn't see the screen.
We couldn't see the screen, so I didn't know if they could hear us.
But is that a 4-0 run there for Nantes?
Looks like
think
it's a
it's true.
4-0 run. I'm not holding Carnage pretty well in that jam, I believe. I was trying to help with the tech issue, so I didn't look too hard.
Sorry. But they did restart, so I'm hoping that this will
Yes.
solve some of the
Yeah.
sort of, a little bit of lag here, but like slow down, speed up thing.
Now we do have Pirouette as lead jammer. Rogard is out of the pack though on a scoring jam, so we've got hard hits. Pirouette hitting the back, Outcast at the wall and just calling it.
Who is that with can you see the penalty board?
Yes, I was just about to mention that. It looks like we've got 2307, which is Chet Nunn with the Nuts, who has 6 penalties. So they are
Wow.
playing a little spicy right now. So they may need to cool it down just a little to keep those penalties under control. We've got an official review right now, so we'll hopefully hear about that soon.
I think actually your camera angle, you may be able to see occasionally the penalty tracker there on the display behind the penalty box. You can see that there's one Nantes player who has that many penalties, and you can see over Puget side, which is on the right.
Hand side.
The
Actually, looks like
1,
we've got
2,
a
3
third,
yellow. Yeah, 3 in the yellow.
which is 5
5.
penalties. So it looks like one to that list is going to be D-Bots. 2468 is sitting at 5, 4 Hater at 5, and 37 get laid at 5. So we're getting a little penalty heavy with our teams, but I think just, wanting
11:40 this half. So they're do last to say I went to MRDA champs and
went to champs.
I just gave it all. Right.
I gave 100%. I don't know if they can hear this ref's conversation because
Yeah, I'm not
so we're
sure.
still waiting for that official to come tell us what's
Yeah,
happening.
I would definitely because that wasn't entirely clear. In the venue, it's a little echoey. I don't know if you can tell from our online, but it's a very cavernous venue, and it's got lots of ceiling, way up there, so it's hard to hear folks. But it is not hard to hear that industrial strength materials, unmatched ergonomic design, and unparalleled excellence with 187 killer pads. 187 killer pads, often imitated, never duplicated.
All right, so it looks like they wanted a directional penalty on a jammer, but the jammer was going in the direction they're allowed, so they don't get
The
to
appropriate,
keep that.
yes.
Yeah,
The appropriate direction.
they're going the appropriate direction that they're allowed to go. So if you hit them,
they don't get a direction on you. Good to know. Good to
Yeah.
know. The 309 Fancy Pants looking for that help on the outside with his team
Wow.
against Bip Bip. Oh,
Using Fancy Pants, using
fluffy glow. All
Bip
of 'em.
Bip picks up a penalty. Blockers in the box there for Nantes.
Yes, it looks like 2 blockers on the track for Nantes against the 4-wall and a jammer for Puget. So Fancy is working
yeah.
that power jam.
Let's see how Puget can take advantage of this advantage.
This advantage of the power jam.
This
Yep,
advantage of the
take
advantage.
the power of the power. And looks like
Yeah.
they are just skating on
Look,
through.
Fancy Pants is going to try to isolate Bip Bip in the box, and is successful.
Yes, going to try and get that power jam start, but it looks like Bip Bip standing, so they will start out, well, at least 10 seconds.
I
it's
think-
like 0 seconds.
Yeah, it's like no seconds left
Oh.
on there.
And they were, he is, they are just sitting on the edge of that box. I'm like, they're about to leave. They're about to leave. Oh, no.
Right on the corner.
And it looks like a global
And
storm.
yep, there was boom
There
like
they're
that.
at.
It was 2 seconds maybe, Tom.
Yeah.
No, the overlay said 0, didn't it?
I thought the overlay said 0, but maybe the overlay was a little iffy. But now we've got Pirouette and Global back at it again, but Global whipping right off of Hader on the outside there, catching that lead jammer status. Looking at the outside and all of his friends.
Oh, everybody's okay. I think they just
Think
were slow to
everybody's
get
just
up to just be
waiting.
like, hey,
Yes.
everything's good here. All right.
And great offense
Oh,
there.
oh.
High jump. But did he land it?
I don't think Global landed that there. Okay, yeah, recycling, and just going to go ahead and
Just
call
kinda
that off.
calling it,
Yeah.
I think a little bit of a scramble there.
Not
Just
a
kind of
problem.
wanted to reset the thought there. But I'm glad everybody got up after that game or after that jam. Had some people on the ground. I think they were just waiting for the traffic.
Yeah, I
to
think
pass
there was
by.
like just like a big pile of people, and just carefully everybody getting up so
Yeah.
that they don't hurt anybody. But look at that, 145 to 105.
Yes.
We're down to a 40-point difference.
And still a little bit, nine minutes left in this half. I would say it could be anybody's. I mean, 9 minutes is a lot of time for any team.
Yeah.
We've got Carnage Artois looking to fight the front of that pack right now, but along
Whoa.
with Bip Bip also fighting
Just,
hard.
I mean, just so much banging around inside that.
Bip Bip
pack.
is out as your lead jammer. Carnage Artois is taking off the panty, trying to pass
Look-
it off to their
ah.
pivot.
Nice job with the defense. Nantes just hanging, just all over Carnage.
Yes, and Carnage held on to their helmet cover. Yes.
And Bip Bip now into the pack and will now set up to play some defense on Carnage. Just gets a hit on Carnage there and calls it off.
Yes. Yes. Calling
Does pick up
off
4.
that. Kieran and Carnage, we're looking for each other on the track for that possible cover pass. And we're just getting a little bit of tech stuff over here, but no big deal.
Oh, yeah. Come on in and fix the tech.
Yes, I don't do the tech, so please. I just
Appreciate you so much. Okay, now we are looking at a reset here. It looks to me like, is that Bip Bip is serving in the penalty box? Nope.
No, we
now
had a
leaving.
removal.
Now leaving the
Yes.
penalty box. Was in the penalty. Now leaving the penalty box.
2307.
And it does look like we have a foul out. And
Chatnan.
Chatnain, yes,
Chatnain.
or Janine is how phonetic spelling. I had to look up the phonetic letters. I really did, and
These symbols
it's
are
okay
weird.
because not phonetic alphabet is not always obvious.
No.
So
We do have a foul. I
Um,
believe this is our first foul out of
it
the
is,
tournament.
and I think that is why Bip Bip was headed to the box, but now they're going to switch it out because I think
I think what?
is that Pirouette wearing this? I cannot see this far away.
I don't have my
Apologies.
Yeah. One
And-
second, everybody. Gosh, I
I'm trying to see if that's 18. Is that Charlie Kua?
So we are just trying to see who went
Charlie
into
Cure?
the box to replace that blocker
The
who
blocker
fouled
who fouled
out. And it looks like the refs are also trying to assess that, but it looks like there's possibly some medical stuff going on. Shatnan is, it is French for a dwarf cat. That is so cute. Little
How
small cat.
appropriate.
Shot is cat. So I
Shot's-
do know
aw.
Shot is cat. Shatnan is.
Shatnan. That means dwarf cat, a little baby kitty, a little kitty. Well, not a baby. It doesn't have to be a baby.
Doesn't have
It's a
to be a
little
baby.
little kitty.
All cats are baby cats. I don't care. Even the big old
All the
lion.
babies, yes, they're babies. I cannot see from
I
here, but
think
I'm
it's
looking at the scoreboard,
18.
and yeah, we're looking at Charlie Cure.
Charlie Cure looks like they are the ones.
that-
Yes,
yes.
they are the ones who went into the box to replace
Telling you
Shatnan.
The font on the overlay has got to be like 6.
A lot of the fonts today are going to be small. Thankfully, the skaters are wearing much larger fonts. So
I do appreciate that,
36
and I
not global.
appreciate the nice color contrast there.
Yes. Both teams wearing very good color contrast, so we're able
do
to
like
read
it.
that. Like Global 369 getting lead jammer stat for Puget Outcast, while Pirouette is trying to find their way through still. Oh, one more tech thing. You are
Okay,
listening.
well, give us just a sec.
Wow.
No more.
All right.
Hopefully no more.
Okay, we're going to try really hard to keep this from glitching, folks.
Yes, we've got a lot of derby
We
happening
do.
right now.
And
We've got-
you know, the first two games, you always got to go.
Yeah, no, definitely. And we've got Global storming in the box. He had lead jammer status. He got a track cut on one of them. I think they were trying to say it was a no pass, no penalty, or no pass, but then we had two other blockers in the box. So we had two on the track for Puget Sound, but it looks like the Nantes are still trying to get out of that pack as well as their jammer. Crusher just crushing it.
Global storming.
Out of the box and back into
Yeah.
that pack.
Yeah. Now, Pirouette with 4 there. Yeah, and you're looking at, I think that's Hader that picked up, we're in the 6 range right now.
Yes, so now we have Hader, number 24, with Puget Sound, sitting at 6 penalties. Looks like they're going to have to start watching that out as well. Hopefully our tech issues are done for the night. So we've got those. Cross our fingers. You know, light a candle and hold for us or something.
Yeah. But it,
5.5
we really
minutes
want
left.
you to be able to watch it, watch these great moves, and we were having a lot of slow down, speed up, stuff there. So maybe this will
It looks
help us
clear.
out.
It looks
Help us
clear.
out.
I mean, I'm just really hoping that the folks at home can still watch Derby. And if you don't hear me, that's totally fine. You don't need to hear us. You just need to see the Derby and all the wonderful people here
Look
at
at all
the
that.
pavilion.
Look at all the people. It doesn't say Friday. Look at all these people. There's the big
Couches
couch
that
you can
It's like VIP.
donate.
It's like
Yeah, you can
VIP.
donate. Or sponsor yourself so you can go on the sofa during the great chance. time for me to tell you more about Triple H, who is elevating Derby safety standards to cutting edge technology. So I also want to give just a huge shout out to all of the folks that have volunteered here this entire weekend, coming in from all over the place, and really making this, a great event. Everybody's been super friendly, and the sun's out now. We were talking about it's raining.
The sun is trying to peek out through those clouds. Now, we did have an official review because the skater who had fouled out was still sitting at their team bench. Now, when you do foul out, you have to take your gear off. And now, tournaments, you're normally, I'm not sure about tournaments, but normally in a game, you're supposed to leave. If you fouled out, you are sitting in the parking lot waiting for the end of the game.
Yeah. We're just getting confirmation that is.
So it is just that they needed to be here.
So I have to mess with it. Hopefully just
Okay, we're gonna try to fix the double sound that you might be hearing. Okay, give us another minute.
Against Pirouette. They are both just fighting it. Rogar pushing through the top of that pack.
It is Rogar that gets
Getting
out.
lead. Fire burning.
Yay! We got the 2 thumbs up. Is everybody hearing us okay? And the video is working.
Oh, it's now just going to be crystal
Now
clear.
you just get to
Perfect.
sit back and watch the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds of this second half of roller derby. Nantes taking on Puget Sound Outcast.
165 knots, 119 Puget Sound right now, but at the end of this jam, we're definitely going to see some points on the board. And Rogar out on the outside.
Oh, look at this lockdown here, this 2-wall right here trying to hang on to Pirouette and Pirouette.
Pirouette's out of it.
Pirouette, amazing work, but man, you can see Pirouette's face like, man, I don't want to do that again.
Pirouette just really pushing it. They are working that skater through the game, and Rogar looking for his bench to see what answers they need.
But you see, there's only the 2 blockers up here for Puget. So
yes. They are locking down. You got 24 Hater and number 2 Vito Ramon.
I mean, I said that like it's just 2 blockers, but it's these 2 blockers.
Yeah. Pirouette's like, it's just 2 blockers. It's only 2.
Stop saying that, Rippy. It's just 2 blockers.
It's only been almost an hour. Like just
right.
pure skating back and forth for Pirouette and Pip.
Okay, we have another player in on Puget's side with the 6 penalties.
Yes.
Can you see who that is?
It looks like it's going to be 37 Get Laid. Get Laid is sitting at 6. Hater number 24 at 6. 2468 D-Bots at 5. 7-1. That is Jimmy Rage at 5. And it looks like the highest on Nantes is going to be 4 penalties. That's number 222. And if I had it in front,
Bip,
that's
bip.
Bip Bip
That's
Bip.
Bip
Oh,
Bip.
I should know Bip Bip. And then we also had number 72. And that is Eden Pack Draft. They had also 4 penalties.
Let's get our papers back. We restarted this computer, what, 4 times now? But that's
think
okay
so.
because
Now we're back.
the 4th time is the charm.
Exactly. Carnage à Trois up against Bip Bip.
Do you know, as an announcer, one of the things you have to have is understanding piles.
Oh, yes.
So piles of paper.
You gotta know where all of your piles
Let's know
are.
all the piles.
Games, names,
Yeah.
sponsors.
Sponsor reads, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Yeah, Bip Bip, who is lead jammer, but looking
Wow.
to stick back into
Yeah.
the pack to
Look at
play defense on Carnage à Trois. And just go.
Very smart move because, like, Nantes just wants to have, take the time off the clock.
Yes.
Carnage trying to battle it out. Does get out now. Bip Bip getting recycled.
Yes. Looks like we have 4 points on the board for Puget Sound. Bip Bip
And
is
Bip
going
Bip going to
back.
try to play some defense and cannot hang on to Carnage because Carnage,
Got those
such
toes.
spirit, right? Like just coming out really with the motivation to
Absolutely.
push the jam forward. We're
4
sitting
to
at
1.
170 to 126, which is not a huge differential.
It's not. We've got a minute and a half left. Maybe 2 jams. Maybe. Yep.
And remember, so Roller Derby Nantes came in as 7, ranked number
Yes.
7, and Puget Sound came in ranked 10. So
Close, but also
very close. I think Puget is really, pushing
showing it.
Nantes.
Yes, I believe so too. That Puget is really showing that they made the right choices this season and trying to just get
My
those.
God.
Wow, hands down on the outside,
hope-
but nobody out. And we've got Global Storming, lead jammer against Pirouette.
My goodness, I hope that we get to see a replay of that because it was the one hand down rule, right? That's
Yes.
still in bounds. So, but never, I told you Global Storming's made of elastic. And-
Exactly.
Or we said that. We both said that.
Yes. Oh no. They
Yes.
definitely. I mean, it's what we're seeing. We're seeing some Gumby, some elastic skaters.
That was
some
it. That was
made
it.
of just
I knew.
glue or something.
I knew that conversation happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Attempts to jump on that inside.
Was that Pirouette that blocked Global Storming on the
I
inside?
believe so. And now Pirouette is out. This is being an intense game. Global, look into his,
yep.
his bench to call off that jam. We are now 12 seconds left of this
4-4
game.
on that jam. And we do have a timeout called.
I believe Puget, or was it Nantes? Somebody called a timeout.
Someone called a timeout, but I think it was an official review being used
it's
as a
an
timeout.
official
So,
review being used
as you mentioned,
I told you can use your official
You
review for whatever
can.
you want.
now we do have one skater that left on the Puget Sound side
We
due to penalties.
do. Number 2-4, that is Hater. They are actually skating out of the box right now, going to probably D gear.
Yeah.
Looks like we got 2 skaters sitting off the side, and they are talking out there, being kicked out of the game. Too many penalties. Sorry, guys. You cannot be that mean to your friends. You have to be nicer.
I think our alt ref just confirmed with us that's an official review being used as a timeout, which we knew.
They can do that. I wonder if they did ask a question though. I mean, you can.
You can, but they did the OT thing. OT.
Okay.
So yeah, we had some skaters with some penalties coming into this, but we've only had 2 leave the track, so 1 apiece.
Yes. Yeah. So.
Oh my
one
goodness!
skater each
I
has
think.
one.
Oh no, that is a high block, awarded to Bip Bip.
Block on
Awarded.
Bip
I don't really think that's it. Assessed because there's no awarding.
And we
penalty.
have a lead jammer for Carnage.
Yes,
à
Carnage.
Trois with Outcast. Lead
So-
jammer Kieran racing from the
Woo.
box to help out his
Trying to help out there. But Carnage is going to go ahead and make it through for 4.
Carnage is gonna.
And
make
so
those
we
4
are on
points.
jam clock time.
We're on Carnage's time.
We are on Carnage's time.
As long as Carnage behaves and
Oh.
stays.
Oh,
just
after
hitting
all
hard.
those shoulders.
Yes. I'm holding my breath,
up.
folks. I'm holding my breath. This is one of those. Just everybody on Outcast is going to do what
Now
they
Bip Bip
can.
is back on the track now.
And it looks like Bip Bip has taken off the panity, but it looks like their pivot's in the back, so it is more
Yeah.
of a stash.
It is going to be a stash.
Out for now to score some points.
We hear the cheering in the stands for Puget here on the last jam.
Yes, we do.
We've got about 44 seconds left on the jam clock. Oh my goodness, all kinds of blocking happening there. Now Carnage being driven into the infield.
Yes.
Gets a recycle.
By the pivot from Nantes. And it looks like Kieran is just doing what work they can to try and keep Bip Bip back. But we've got a penalty on Rampage. They are heading to the box. Carnage calling off that jam. And that is the unofficial time right now.
Wow.
Right now we're looking at 1:42.
That was a
possibly?
12-point run. That was matched to some of our So Fancy Pants in the first half. That just last jam there.
It just matched what they would put up on the board. Yes, so that
For the
was
whole.
12-4. And what a great showing
Yes.
from both of these teams. I was holding my breath. I'm just saying. I was
know.
holding my breath that whole time. And that's your final score. 178 Roller Derby Nantes Atlantique. 142 Puget Sound Outcast Derby.
So that means that Nantes will play St. Louis tonight at 7 p.m. and Puget Sound will play. That was Disorder. Yeah,
Yes.
Disorder Saturday tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Yes.
So we hope that you'll stay tuned because our next game is Magic City Misfits taking on the Dallas Derby Devils.
Yes, and we've got those folks lining up now for the high fives. And once again, if you're here in the building, come check out all the team's merch booths, all of our vendor alley items, and we hope to see you this weekend. You guys-
I'm Rippy Longstocking.
I'm Malibu Zombie, and
Hope
thank
to
you
see
all.
you soon.
Bye.